The Lakers are looking good with LeBron back in the lineup, and they are the closest to having a fully healthy roster as they've been in a while. But heading into the playoffs, there is one glaring weakness that the Lakers should be concerned about: their coaching. Darvin Ham has not done much to inspire confidence, at least from the fan base. To his credit, the players have bought in and the players seem like they love him. So that's a sign of a good leader, and that's definitely important. But as far as strategy goes, he does seem to be lacking. And I think that will be more apparent in the playoffs, where coaching matters even more. He's already at a disadvantage being a rookie head coach. This is his first year, and he still has a lot to learn. Most rookie head coaches get hired for rebuilding rosters, not a team with championship aspirations. It's very rare that a head coach wins a championship his first year. Now, it has been done. I believe Steve Kerr won his first year. But have you seen anything from Darvin Ham this season that makes you believe that he can be a championship coach this year? This team doesn't have a lot of room for error, especially from the coaching staff. Let's just talk about some of the questionable things he's done so far this season. He didn't play Rui Hachimura for some reason. He had some strange lineups. Probably his worst was the dreaded 3-guard lineup. Now, you can attribute some of that to the poor roster construction, but he's still at fault. If he thinks a guy like Patrick Beverley can guard Paul George and Brandon Ingram, that's a problem. But even more recently, when he would play Schroeder, D'Lo, Reeves, and Beasley in some combination, his substitution patterns have been strange. Doing a whole line change, not having at least one star on the floor. Darvin Ham has cost him a few games this season. Now, a lot of that is having to adjust to new players and players being unavailable due to injury or other reasons. But when the playoffs arrive, things are going to change very quickly. There's going to be a lot of unexpected things both from your side and the opposing side, and you need to be able to adjust. Now, we have to give Darvin Ham credit for the adjustments he has made. He moved from having Dennis Schroeder start to having him come off the bench and then moving Beasley to the starting lineup. And then when that wasn't working, he moved Austin Reeves to the starting lineup. But it took him too long to make these adjustments when it seems like everyone else knew what should have been done a few games back. We've been saying Austin Reeves should be starting for a while. We've been saying not to play 3-guard lineups for a while. But it took him too long to make those adjustments. If these things were obvious to us, how much more obvious is it going to be to opposing NBA coaches who know much more about basketball? It's definitely concerning that Ham is a step behind. The playoffs are about strategy, moves and counter moves. You need to be able to adjust both in-game and from game to game within a series. And Darvin is already at a disadvantage having never coached the playoff series. This season, he might have to go against Mike Malone, Monty Williams, Ty Lue, even Mike Brown. I think all of them are better coaches than Darvin Ham and have a better track record so far. And it's absolutely frightening thinking how Ham will get out-schemed. But maybe Darvin Ham proves a lot of us wrong and ends up thriving in the playoffs. He's been part of championship teams, both as a player and assistant coach. But being a head coach is an entirely different animal. Now, it doesn't mean that the Lakers are totally doomed. It's entirely possible that this Lakers roster is so talented that they win despite Darvin Ham. After all, it is the players that are out there actually playing the game. And having a guy like LeBron, who has the most playoff experience in the league, will help negate Ham's inexperience. But this is a team with very little margin for error. And having a coach that is a step behind the competition is not a minor thing to overcome. But hopefully he figures it out. And hopefully the players figure it out in time for a championship run.